National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
You ready? Hey, mark it!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair Etienne with James Robinson together last season because a Liz Frank injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, Etienne is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
On the counter, Etienne. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, Roy. Hey, throw it.
Lawrence. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On play action, Lawrence. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll go again with ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On the go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run with ETN. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. ETN up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A very quick pass to Ridley. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw is Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency. And what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a one-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, Etienne once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught by Tony. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46.
21.
Now it's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's ETN. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to ETN. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. As is complete to Woods. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Play action, Ryan. They're going right back to Pittman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 27, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A handoff for Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they'll run here with Etienne. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Going for it, here's Etienne. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. Here's Ryan. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw, Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 178 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ryan to throw. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Colts, they climb back to 500 now.